these lights, Carolyn, would you mind?
Yeah.
But yours is on a dark. You got both on. Which do you want?
Both.
We don't get to see your pretty faces that way.
Mood lighting. Okay. There we go. Thanks, Prezi.
Okay, so I'm Carolyn Rude,
And I'm Leah Torney.
and this is our project, Picking the Perfect Song. Okay, start now. Okay, so what we wanted to do for our project was find the most appealing song key, song topic, and the most appealing visual appearance for a singer.
And this was basically for the female pop artists of 2015 from July through November. And basically it was just finding the trends in data. So
Yeah, we took the top female pop songs off of the Billboard Top 100, and we just analyzed them to see if there were trends in any of the songs or singer.
And this was, there was no set number actually, we just based it off of all through 100, and sadly only like 20 out of 100 of them were actually female artists of some sort, so we just used the ones that we had for each of them, so some of them actually fell a little bit short, like I think July had like 19 or something like that instead of 20.
Yep, some months had closer to 60, some months had closer to 30.
Yeah.
So this was our first spreadsheet. The first thing we did was we recorded all of these songs and singers and sorted them by month. So as you can see, it's color-coded, purple being November, pink being July. We looked up sheet music for each of these songs, and we figured out what keys they were all in. So we had all of our basic info so we could analyze it.
So then we sorted it all by topic and recorded the occurrences. So as you can see by this chart here, and by the numbers in it, that the most popular one was power/control, and that's more like saying self-empowerment, kind of talking about how you're important and
Control over your life and your
Yes.
situation.
It looks a lot like Christmas here, but basically for these ones, these are the example ones. As you go farther into all the months that we did, they get more colorful.
So the topics that we decided to do, we categorized them into I hate you, I love you, go away, come back, speaking to lost lovers / goodbye, power/control, cliche hard life / romance, self-appreciation, and miscellaneous. So our third step, we began a new spreadsheet and we copied all the basic information. Basically, we took all of our other charts and we condensed it. So for example, Taylor Swift appeared 10 times within the 5 months, and since this was for us to analyze the artist and their physical appearance, so it doesn't really matter what songs Taylor Swift appeared for, it just matters that she appeared. Since she appeared 10 times, instead of giving her 10 columns, you just condense it into one, Taylor Swift 10.
So then we recorded their hair and eye color and tallied up the numbers. And so the eye colors were blue, brown, green, hazel, and gray. And most of the time gray was just ones that you couldn't really tell because it's just the way it goes. And then the hair colors were platinum blonde, blonde, faux blonde, fake red, which as Carolyn said before is Ariana Grande, red/brown, dark brown, black, and blue, and the one blue was Halsey.
Yes, so example, Taylor Swift, blonde hair, blue eyes, Demi Lovato, dark brown hair, brown eyes. So the next thing we did was we copied all of that information into yet another spreadsheet, and we created what we call the style chart to help us find artist style.
And the style chart's kind of complicated.
Yes.
It was basically entirely eyeballed, and it was, Carolyn made it on her own time, and then explained it to me, and it didn't really make sense at first, but basically it's just eyeballed. That was the part that didn't really make sense to me, how exactly you figured the numbers out, and, well, not exactly numbers, the colors out.
Basically, the style chart places things based on how masculine or feminine the look is and based on how many layers. That doesn't mean physical layers. It just means on a scale from -1 to 5, layers. So the first thing you would need to know would be what masculine and feminine mean. And if any of you don't know, the definition's on the board. So the best way to explain this is to forget about the colors for a couple seconds. Basically, to pinpoint an artist's style and to keep the way we identify the style between the artists a constant, we made this chart. So still forget about the colors. If we were going to do Taylor Swift's, her style is probably a little bit more on the feminine side, so you take that column. And she wears a normal amount of layers, so you go right in the middle. And that basically leads you to pale blue, which is the classic. We just filled it in with the colors to represent, okay, so if their style falls there, it's considered hipster. If their style falls there, that would be glamorous. So as you can see, the styles that we sorted it into were bohemian, arty, chic, classic, tomboy, glamorous, romantic, sophisticated, preppy, hipster, and seductive, which we added especially for Britney Spears and Madonna.
Is that the negative layers?
Yes.
So a couple examples. We categorized Taylor Swift as sophisticated, except we later changed it to classic.
Yeah, we forgot to change it before we screenshotted it and added it to this, but she actually did turn out to be classic. We realized that sophisticated didn't really fit.
Demi Lovato and Rachel Platten both got arty, Meghan Trainor got chic, and Selena Gomez got sophisticated. That's just a couple examples. Does that make sense to everybody? Ish? A little bit? Okay.
Okay, so then a continuation of this, then once we tallied those up, we opened up a new spreadsheet. So then we made the final information spreadsheet and analyzed the result, which was...
Overall, the perfect singer-song would be a singer with blonde hair, brown eyes, and a classic style, who sings songs in the key of G major about power/control.
And the second result would be a singer with dark brown hair and hazel eyes, wearing an arty/sophisticated look. I think they actually evened out to be the same number, so we just went with both of it. And the song would be about I Love You, and it would be in C minor.
So an example of the perfect song was Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
Which was in G major and was about power/control. Everybody hates this song. You probably know it.
And ironically, an example of the perfect artist, Rachel Platten.
Look at her face.
Except an example of the perfect style would be Taylor Swift.
So, as Carolyn has said before, if Rachel Platten were to steal Taylor Swift's clothes and put them on her own body.
Correct. The second example would be Lana Del Rey,
I feel like she kind of looks like a bird.
in the style of Demi Lovato. Okay. However, another thing to remember is that these weren't combinations. Each of these was its individual thing. Brown hair was the top. Hazel eyes were the top. That doesn't necessarily mean that together it would be the top combination.
But sadly enough, with Fight Song, it fit it perfectly.
Any questions? Okay.
So I would like to comment too, though, after this presentation, we talked about marketing and how much money is in marketing and how many companies pay a lot of money to see what the perfect product looks like, what will sell, what's popular, this is a career. I mean, and I think the kids are seeing some of the things that they think are just interesting are career paths. That there's math in those spreadsheets, analysis, and how much money companies spend on advertising and marketing to recognize that that's a viable option for a career. And so thank you for going down that path. Good job.
Okay.